Welcome back, my dear fellow students, the young pilots aspiring for the big jets. Here we are in navigation, the next lesson, how to calculate the fuel in different units and convert them. This is SK Booty here, taking you on the round of the fuel in flight. Well, as it so happens, there are different units of fuel used in different aircraft and different countries. The fuel consumption may be by volume in your aircraft or it may be by weight. The consumption may be by volume either in imperial gallon, also known as UK gallon, British gallon, or English gallon. Or it may be in US gallons or in liters. Or the fuel consumption may be in respect of your aircraft in kgs per hour or per minute or pounds, that's a British unit, pounds per hour, per minute, etc. So let's today understand the rigmarole and the likely mistakes you will make in your calculations. And a mistake made in the calculations could really be disastrous. You'll end up in a country where they are using liters and you tell him the fuel required in gallons, 500 gallons, if it's a 500 gallons, okay? But you want it in liters, or the other way around. You wanted 500 gallons, but he fills up 500 liters. 500 liters is just about 100 gallons. So you could be heading for a disaster. So it's a pilot's responsibility to check the fuel before departure or takeoff. And while you are giving instructions of how much fuel do you require, give it in the proper units being used by that country or that person who has come to fill up your aeroplane. He may not be as educated you are, and you need 5,000 liters of fuel, okay? Or, sorry, 5,000 gallons or US gallons, and he fills up only 5,000 liters, then you'll run short. Okay, now, how do we do this? And of course, these units and conversions are available in nav calculator also. Then why should we learn it? Now, every time you don't have a flight calculator in your hand, if you are standing outside your aircraft and the fuel tanker has arrived, he says, sir, how many gallons? Okay. Now, tell him the unit which he is using, how many gallons you require. Or if he asks you how many kgs, tell him how many kgs you require. Don't give him your own unit and confuse that poor gentleman. So better for us to know it in your own good, and let's see how to do it. Fairly simple. 1 imperial gallon or a UK gallon or a British gallon or English gallon is equal to 1.2 US gallons, also equal to 4.55 liters, or to be more precise, 4.548 liters. We generally don't go into the second and third decimal, and we work up to first or second, maximum up to second decimal only. Right. 1 US gallon, therefore, will be equal to 4.55 divided by 1.2, 3.785 liters, and we generally use a value of 3.79. As far as converting it into the weight is concerned, let's get back here. If your volume is in gallons and you need to calculate now how many passengers you can take and the passengers required by the traffic department is tell me how many pounds. Now you will have to convert this imperial gallon into pounds and see the other calculations. What is the weight of your own aircraft? How much is the fuel required total for the flight? How much is the safety fuel required? How much is the cargo on board? And remaining tell him that I can carry so many pounds of the traffic load. Traffic load is your cargo plus passengers. So now the next person knows that I already put so much of so many passengers I've already booked, so I can carry only so much cargo or the other way around. So imperial gallon into 10 into the specific gravity of the fuel will give you the weight of the fuel in pounds divided by 2.2 and you will get the weight in kgs. Now liters are directly connected to the kgs. Quantity in liters into specific gravity will give you weight in kgs. But if the examiner wants in pounds, no problem, multiply by 2.2 and you can always use your nav calculator also. So therefore it will happen now. Nav calculator may go into second, third digit, fourth digit, whereas you are calculating to second digit, your answer may not exactly match the examiner, not to worry. You should understand because of different conversion units, this small error is occurring. Right. Now, this is like in conversion. Here it is, we take a conversion of 3.79 liters per US gallon. Computer may take it at 3.785. So therefore, there may be a minor difference between your and his answer. If he is given you a particular conversion in the examination, use that. Okay. Otherwise, your own question, even if you do it 3 times, you'll get the same answer because you have used a particular conversion unit. US gallon, find out total US gallons required, convert it into imperial gallons or the liters to calculate the weight. Total fuel required or the fuel that you required or use is either fuel required per nautical mile or kilometer into the distance you are going to fly in nautical miles or kilometers, or fuel required or fuel you are going to burn will be fuel flow or fuel rate or fuel consumption. All three mean the same thing. That is the fuel used per unit of time. Unit of time could be per hour, per minute, or per second. So read your flight manual and find out the fuel flow per hour, then multiplied by the number of hours you are going to fly. If it is per minute, multiply by the minutes you are going to fly and you will get the total fuel required. And if you have to compare the fuel economy of your aircraft with another aircraft, we compare it by fuel used per nautical mile. Like the cricketers used wickets taken with respect to how many runs has he given. That's known as the, so more the wickets taken, lesser the runs given, we say he's an economical bowler. Here, fuel economy is fuel consumed per hour divided by the ground speed hour, or then it will be the fuel used per ground nautical mile. And when you divide it by the true ASP, you will get fuel used per air nautical mile. Now, whichever is the lowest out of those 3-4 aircraft is the most economical aircraft. Now, as usual, should we do a few questions to find out Have we understood these conversions or not? Use whichever way you feel like. Use a nav calculator also, or use standby. These are the three questions, different type of questions for your practice. Convert 40 US gallons to kgs and liters. Specific gravity is 0.72. Find out which combination is correct. Second is even simpler. Convert 1000 liters of fuel into imperial gallon, US gallons, and the weight, and see which combination is correct. All these three figures should be matching. And in question number 3, calculate the total weight of fuel required by you. For the flight, specific gravity is 0.72. Your flight is 3 hours 15 minutes. And fuel flow or fuel rate for consumption is given you per minute, 3.2 US gallons per minute. Now tell me which one of your answers is correct. Well, to these questions, take a pause. Okay. Here, hold your video for some time. Do these three questions and then go back to the answers. And here are your answers. Question number 1, answer is Bravo. Second, Bravo. Third is C, Charlie. And here is the explanation. In case you are unable to do it, then read the explanation. If you got the answer correct, C, Charlie, well done. You'll be happy, and so am I. And so will be the examiner, and you'll get marks for it. If you mark A by mistake, then that is also 1703, but that answer is in pounds. 1703 kgs is the correct answer. So be careful, don't make any mistakes. And if you are happy with the videos that I'm posting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share it with your friends. And also you can press the bell icon so that you are kept up to date with all the intimations that are coming up. Good luck. Happy landings. Bye-bye. SK Booty here, signing off for the day.